This has to be the strangest style name from a brand that I think I've ever seen in my life. So we're gonna take a look at that in a second. Then I had an email from a viewer asking me if I could offer up some advice or help on an item that she has listed that isn't selling. So all of us together are gonna look at that listing towards the end of this video, and I'm gonna offer some tips and some tricks, help her get that thing sold, because it is a good item. Before we do any of that, we gotta head up to the stores, we're gonna shop till we drop, we gotta do what we do, and then once that's all said and done, I have an announcement, so stay tuned. This pair of FootJoy's in excellent condition, energized. I have to leave them behind though. So I went in and I searched FootJoy Energize. I get like 40-ish results, but only 6 have sold in the last 90 days, not in this style. And these are a men's 8.5. I have to stay disciplined. As much as I want to pick this up because it's golf season, well, it's like the height of golf reselling. I gotta leave them behind. These are super clean. I'm gonna pay $5, $6. And honestly, I don't think I can get more than 20 for them. If I was getting them at a garage sale for $1 and I could still list them for 20, maybe it would be worth it, but I gotta leave them behind. I can't pick them up. The numbers are just telling me to do what I'm about to do. So let me see if there's anything else here while we're in this area. It's pretty light because they've really culled a lot of shoes. So back up so you can see what I see, but there's just not much to go on. Pair of Under Armours here, but I don't think those are going to be worth it either. It doesn't look like anything. Maybe those are Margaritaville and Polo. Yeah, I can't use any of it. I'm disappointed, but I'm going to stay disciplined. This might be one to put on your radar also. The Spanish Sandal Company. These are size 41s. I just looked up the solds. They look like they're like a metallic rose gold, and you can see that a little bit better right there. Size 41. A 39 just sold for 48 with shipping. These are in great shape. So summertime, springtime, perfect timing for these, but I had no idea. I don't even know where the Spanish Sandal Company shoes are sold. So this would be probably a first for me. Great stitching. They're in great shape. So 48. $50. Put that one on your list. So that's a good find. There's some Air Force Ones here, but I don't like the condition. I don't like the wear right here. So I think I'm gonna leave those behind. But if you were not aware that these are a Bolo shoe, it looks like they don't turn up that often, put them on your radar. I think I'm gonna get this too. Not really my wheelhouse. I'm gonna move it over here. Actually, no, I'm not gonna move it over here because of the speaker. Let's just set it right here. This is an Eileen Fisher. I wanted to say linen, but it feels like it's cotton. It's like a collared button front shirt dress with a tag anywhere. I can confirm that this is cotton. Eileen Fisher, size large. It's in fantastic condition. I want to get this tag though, just to see what it's made out of, or if I can get like a style code or something. Oh, I thought I saw one. There we go. 100% organic cotton. Okay, well there you go. It's a cotton dress, shirt dress, but nice shape. And I think you can do spring and summer with this, right? Ladies, you're gonna have to help because dresses, you guys know me. Although now I'm an expert, right? Because of the gunny sack. So now I'm like killing it with dresses. I'm being completely sarcastic, by the way. But I think I'm gonna grab this. One of these sold that look, it was similar. I didn't know if it was exact or not. So I'll put that comp on the screen for you for 45. And I think this is, what are the dresses? Dresses are $529. So to get 45 on $529 pre-tax is good enough for me. Eileen Fisher, spring, summery, black, great condition. Let's bag it. This is a maybe right now for me because eBay's search is insufferable and I can't get, so the brand, I can't get good data on this brand. Flax, 100% linen, petite, all of those things to me were like a yes. And then I went into search, and search is just a nightmare. So I can't really tell how many are listed, how many are sold. I'll have to go into Terapeak. I like doing that. I can do it on my phone here in the store, but I would rather do it at home where I think the data is a little bit more accurate. On my desktop, there's just a really small snag there. So I don't know. I mean, you guys could be thinking to yourself, this is a guaranteed pickup. It's only gonna cost what, $5.50. So I don't really know. This is a maybe for me, but I think this might be the first time that I've ever sold it, although flax sounds familiar to me. So it might not be, but I like what I see. I just don't like what I see when I go in to the active listings because a million things are coming up. So we'll put it in my cart and maybe decide later. Another first, I've never seen a Todds bag, a Todds purse before. Oh, I'm bummed. Look at that. That is a bummer. What would have been, what, maybe $100 is worthless. And then there's people out there that might be able to fix this, but that's just not something that I'm gonna get. I'm not in the business of fixing or cleaning, right? I'm in the business of sourcing and selling. So this is not going to work. There's actually too much damage here, but if you've never seen a Todds purse before, well, there you go. I've sourced their shoes on a number of occasions, but never their purse. I'm super bummed that that is busted, but at least I caught it before I bought it. Put that back up there. Slide over here and see if there's anything else hanging. That could be a potential sleeper. Rossetti, I see a lot of Rossetti. I think it's not useful for resale. Stuff on the ground here. We got a label in here anywhere. Reeler. Never heard of that. And what is this? Never heard of that either. Set that there. That's too bad on that Todds bag, but whatever, there will be another one, you know what I mean? There's always another item hidden to discover. So just trying to be diligent, but a lot of this stuff has been sitting here for a while. What is this? Rebecca McGough. Maybe. Bummer on that. Okay, two things. First, I found Patagonia in the thrift store. And two, the actual style for this shoe, I've never seen this before, is pita and hummus. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can see that or if my phone will focus. It literally says pita and hummus on the inside. This is weird. It's got like this protective, I don't know what you call this. There's a snap right here. And then this is just, I don't know what this is for. Like maybe it's for weather conditions or I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea. Is this a gardening shoe? I don't know what's going on here. I thought that was hilarious though. Pita and hummus is the actual name for these shoes. They, as far as solds goes, I don't really know how I'm gonna price this. I need to go home and look at therapy because there really just aren't that many of them on the market. I saw a black pair and I think I saw a pair similar to this sell for around $35. So I don't know, but it is Patagonia and you know how that goes with this channel. But pita and hummus, okay, all right, well, I'm gonna run with that. That's really pretty funny. And it almost like, it kind of reminds me of like, it's got like this avocado colored sole on the inside. I don't know. It's super silly, but hey, I think I can resell them, so let's put them in the cart. I'm gonna grab this too. Royal Sovereign. I picked up these coin counters before, and actually the last one that I picked up, I think it was maybe a slightly more sophisticated than this one. This one looks like a smaller version, but it was missing one of the coin holders, and it's still sold. So it's a good seller. This is a great brand for like coin counting and coin sorting. This is I think it's $5, and I did see one sell for $40. There were a couple that sold at auction for much less, but I'm gonna be doing buy it now like I do with all of my listings. So yeah, price is $5. Where's the model number? It is DCB-275D. Even with just the one that I saw recently selling for $40, I believe I can get $40 for this too. It looks pretty dusty, so it's been a long time since it's been used, but they give you either 24 or 48 hours to return electronics in this store. Sometimes it changes, but I think it's been like that. At least they've had the policy for a while. I don't know what it's like in your area, but without a return policy on electronics, I would be buying a lot less than I currently do. So hopefully, if you're shopping in stores that sell lots of electronics and you're purchasing lots of them, they give you the option to return it if it doesn't work. But this is an easy sale for me if I get it home and it works properly. Let's put it in the cart. One of these I'm gonna grab because I know I'm supposed to grab it. One of these though, I think I'm gonna grab it just because it's cool looking. Kate Moss Topshop. I've never sourced a Topshop piece before, and I see one of these listed for $70 on Poshmark. I don't know so much about eBay. What size are we dealing with on this one? I don't know where to find the size, but like look at that pattern, right? Super bohemian, very cool. Again, feels like maybe it's linen, but maybe it's cotton. It is a size 10 dress vestido robe. So viscose. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that one. And then Johnny was, I think this is probably gonna land between $50 and $100. Big dress top, gray, it's almost like a cross between or like an in-between green gray, embroidered floral front, size large. This is a really nice piece. Both these had to have come out of the same closet, right? Look at the back, very cool pattern. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna grab these, and I don't know, that might be it. I'm gonna buy the flax skirt. Maybe I'll learn something, who knows, but let's go home and take a look at Renee's listing now. Okay, here is Renee's listing. You have for sale, and I know that the auction ended. I'm assuming that you're gonna relist it. So we have some things we can kind of tweak here. You have a Sensate relaxation device. But when I look at, the first thing that I notice is when I look at your pictures, this says Sensate 2. And I think for somebody that really wants to be specific, you might want to have the 2 in your description. We need to be specific because if it's an updated model, maybe there's other features in the new version that weren't offered in the first version. So I think, Rene, you want to be extremely specific in your title. And so put Sensate 2 relaxation device. I'm really going to nitpick this because I want to help you get it sold. So some of this is going to matter more than others, but I think putting the 2 in there really helps because, you know, somebody might think, well, it's not the 1, it's the 2. Like, what other errors might there be in this listing? And then you they move off and end up purchasing another one. So that's the first thing that I would look into. The next thing here, you had it running on auction. So you have the opportunity to do auction style listings or fixed price listings. I do all of my listings fixed price. I think, you know, eBay isn't what it was 20 years ago when lots of auctions would sell and you could still get a decent price for them. I think you're really sort of shooting yourself in the foot by running an auction on an item like this. It's a good item and it sells a lot, as you'll see in a minute. So what I would do if I were you is I would move this to a fixed price listing. And even then, your starting bid was $200. That's at the kind of the maximum high end for sales prices for this item. And that's where I like to live a little bit, but I don't think you're going to achieve that starting your opening bid at that price. So if you wanted to stay and run an auction, I might bring the $200 price down and give some people an opportunity to maybe think they're going to get a deal and maybe you get into a bidding war with somebody. But for me personally, I wouldn't do that. I would just go to fixed price. So if you stayed here, I would drop the $200 listing and you know, maybe that gets a little bit more interest. So the next thing I notice is your first image. Well, let's just look at all of the images really quickly here. This looks like an image that was done by the company that you're using. You may or may not have the approval from the company to use an image like this. You have to be careful when you're using stock images, especially if they're coming from other companies, because technically that is considered a piece of their own copyright, and it could be considered copyright infringement. So if you didn't make this graphic, if it were me, I would take this graphic completely out of there. That's just a safety measure for you in my suggestion. You will see lots of listings that are doing the same thing you are. They're using stock images. Just because they're getting away with it doesn't mean you will. I've been stung by this before a long time ago, so you know, learn from my mistake, and I would remove this as your first image. But if we look at the rest of them, so we see a picture of the UPC code, a picture of the user guide, another picture of what the item actually is, another picture of the user guide, and another picture of the user guide. What I'm going to suggest is if you can give us images of the actual item. If it's sealed, then you can't do that, then that's okay. I'm going to tell you why I think it might help you to open this item here in just a little bit. So if you don't have the ability to open it because it's sealed, at least give us some more images of the box and, you know, the surroundings of it. Just, you know, a picture of the seal maybe to indicate that it is completely like factory sealed and hasn't been opened. But I don't think you're going to have to do that once we get into the next couple of screens. But I don't have a ton to work on here image wise, and your images matter. So there's probably too many of the user guide and like not enough of the actual item itself. So keep that in mind. So next thing I'm going to move over to is the search results I get when I type in the UPC code, I get 6, and you can see Sensate 2, Sensate 2, 6 results when I use just the UPC, and then I get 8 results total when I type in Sensate 2 relaxation device. Now, eBay search may also be picking up the Sensate 1 in these results, but I'm just looking right now. You have a pre-owned one that has a bid at 180. So remember when I was saying if you wanted to stay on auction and you wanted to try to drive interest, maybe bring that $200 price down. It looks like at 180, this person at least has one bid. So you have that there, and it's pre-owned. So it's going to sell pre-owned at least at a minimum of $180, and like your listing says, it's brand new. So here's one that was just this may be let me see what this is. Let me see if this is a relist real quick. No. Okay, so this is not yours. I thought you might have relisted it. They have theirs listed pre-owned at $200, but it's a fixed price listing. This one here, they have an opening bid of 140 to 200, pre-owned 170. They're not that many on the market. And then this is at 654, and the one that's in the United Kingdom are not. They wouldn't qualify. I think you can eliminate those. I can see you have yours relisted right here, and you're not getting very good search position here. So there's 8 total, but let's call it 6 using the UPC code. When I go into Terapeak and I search for this item sold as new in the last 3 years, so I have this filtered as only showing new. The average sales price for the ones that are brand new are selling for 180, but even when I change it to pre-owned, the average sales price for one that is pre-owned for a Sensate 2 device is 175. It's not that far off from one that is in new condition. So I think you would benefit from opening the item and just showing all of the contents and saying this is brand new open box. So if it were me, I would break the seal, open it up, take very good clear pictures of everything to ensure the buyer that's going to eventually buy this that it is absolutely brand new. It's never been touched. You've only opened it for the pictures, and you can even disclose that I've only opened it just now to verify the contents of the inside of the package. So $200 you could get for it, but I think you would benefit if you just popped it open, took some pictures, listed it for between 175 and 200, no matter what you choose to do, whether it's auction or fixed. I would do fixed, and I think adding those pictures along with some of the changes I've already mentioned will help you get this sold. So hopefully that helps you, and thank you for allowing me to share this with the audience. If there's anybody else that wants me to review a listing or a cluster of their listings to try to help you get it sold, just shoot me an email at dadplanetofficial@gmail.com, and if we agree to it, I'll try to help you on camera as well. So just shoot me an email. And I also have one more announcement for everybody. My wholesale boxes are live on my website. Just go to boloplanet.com or go to dad-planet.com and click the wholesale button listing and purchase away. They are available now. I would imagine that they're going to sell pretty quickly, so it hit my email list first, hit my community tab on my YouTube page second, and I am telling you now as well. So I will put a link for Bolo Planet in the description, and have fun. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. As always, I'm done. That's it. I'll see you. I'm headed off to a track meet right now. Watch my kid run. So bye.